This story begins with Louis Klopsch. Louis Klopsch, born March 7, 1852, was a German-American journalist, publisher, philanthropist and innovator whose life bridged media, faith and global humanitarianism. Best known today for inventing the red-letter Bible, a format that prints Jesus Christ's words in red ink to symbolize his sacrificial blood. Klopsch transformed the Christian Herald into a powerhouse for evangelical outreach and disaster relief. His work raised millions for the needy worldwide, earning him international acclaim as a Knight of Mercy. Though he died young at 57, his legacy endures in Bible publishing and the model of faith-driven philanthropy. Klopsch was a trailblazer in media-driven charity, raising over $4 million, equivalent to $120 million today, for worldwide causes through Herald campaigns. He pioneered large-scale American overseas aid, personally traveling to disaster zones to oversee distributions. Key campaigns included Russian famine, 1892, shipped food via U.S. Navy vessels, established distribution stations. Indian famines, 1896 to 97, 1900. Raised funds for orphans and widows. Visited India to deliver aid, supporting thousands of children. U.S. disasters. Aid for the Galveston hurricane, 1900. Kansas floods, 1903. San Francisco earthquake, 1906. And Western famines. Global crises. Relief for China's Shandong famine, Japan's needs, Armenia, Cuba, Africa, and the 1908 Messina earthquake in Italy. Domestically, he bought and led the Bowery Mission in 1895, founding the Christian Herald Children's Home, a summer camp in Nyack, New York, for poor urban kids. His efforts extended to Native Americans, hospitals, the blind, and orphans. Klopsch's most enduring innovation came on June 19, 1899, while editing an article for the Herald. His eyes fell on Luke 22:20. "This cup is the New Testament in my blood, which is shed for you." Inspired by the symbolism of red blood and medieval rubrication, red highlighted text, Klopsch proposed printing Jesus' words in red. He consulted Talmage, who replied, "It could do no harm, and it most certainly could do much good." That year, Klopsch published the first red-letter New Testament, King James Version, with 60,000 copies selling out rapidly. The full Bible followed in 1901 as the Holy Bible, red letter edition, excluding Old Testament Christophanies, but including Jesus' words in Acts and Revelation. Scholars help delineate quotes, though variations persist due to ancient Greek's lack of punctuation. Louis Klopsch was a lifelong, outspoken opponent of slavery. Both the American institution, abolished 1865 when he was 13, and its global remnants, example, Ottoman, African, and Asian forced labor. His views were shaped by evangelical theology, all humans made in God's image, Genesis 1:27, Acts 17:26. Talmage's influence. His mentor preached fiery anti-slavery sermons. Immigrant empathy. As a Prussian refugee, he identified with the oppressed. Klopsch honored abolitionist heroes. He regularly reprinted Frederick Douglass, Harriet Tubman, and John Brown tributes. 1898. Published a full-page memorial to Douglass with the caption, "A man who heard the red letters and broke the chains." Freedmen's schools were post-Civil War educational institutions established specifically for formerly enslaved African Americans, freedmen and freedwomen, in the Reconstruction-era South, 1865 to 1877. They were the first widespread effort to provide literacy, job skills, and citizenship training to millions of Black Americans who had been legally barred from learning to read under slavery. Why they mattered. Slavery banned education. Teaching a slave to read was illegal in most southern states. Result: 90% plus of enslaved people were illiterate in 1860. Freed people demanded schools. First thing many did after emancipation, learn to read the Word of God. Black communities built schools with their own hands and pennies. Freedmen's Bureau role. Official name? Bureau of Refugees, Freedmen and Abandoned Lands, 1865 to 1872. Provided buildings, teachers' salaries, books. Partnered with northern missionaries, mostly white women, some black. In 1902, Klopsch donated hundreds of red-letter Bibles to Hampton Institute and other freedmen's schools. Let the freedmen read the read words of the one who said, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, to proclaim liberty to the captives." Luke 4:18. Christian Herald, March 1902. He saw red-letter Bibles as tools of liberation, helping ex-slaves read Jesus' words for themselves. The schools would later become HBCU colleges. Hampton Institute, VA, 1868. Booker T. Washington studied here. Fisk University, Tennessee, 1866. Fisk Jubilee Singers funded it. Howard University, District of Columbia, 1867. Named after Freedmen's Bureau head. Shaw University, North Carolina, 1865. First HBCU in the South. Tuskegee Institute, Alabama, 1881, founded by Booker T. Washington. Dion, Coach Prime, Sanders brought new energy and national attention to Jackson State University during his time as head football coach from 2020 to 2022. Under his leadership, JSU football rose to prominence, earning championships and drawing top recruits. A major part of this success was the arrival of his son, Shedeur Sanders, who played quarterback and quickly became one of the standout players in all of HBCU football. Together, Dion and Shedeur helped spotlight the talent and potential within HBCUs, challenging long-standing assumptions about where elite athletes could thrive. Their time at Jackson State sparked renewed pride, increased investment, and a broader recognition of the cultural and athletic power of HBCU programs. Shedeur Sanders' return as an accomplished NFL quarterback marks a powerful full-circle moment for both him and the community that watched him rise. After years of discipline, leadership, and standout performances on the field, Shedeur's success is not defined by fame alone, but by the humility that has followed him throughout his journey. Despite carrying the Sanders legacy and the expectations that come with it, he consistently credits his strength and growth to his faith in Jesus, emphasizing gratitude over glory. When Shedeur returns to the places that shaped him, whether Jackson State, Colorado, or the broader HBCU family that embraced his early career, he does so with a grounded spirit. He carries himself not as a celebrity athlete, but as someone who understands purpose, service, and responsibility. His humility resonates with young athletes who see in him an example of what it means to excel without arrogance. As an NFL quarterback, Shedeur's achievements inspire many, but it is his steady character, respect for others, and open connection to his faith that truly define him. His return isn't just a homecoming. It's a reminder that success is most meaningful when it is rooted in values, faith, and a heart willing to give back. If today's message spoke to your heart, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Together, we'll keep uncovering the living words written in red, words that never fade. Dive into the heart of the Gospels with the red words of the Christ, a profound and illuminating exploration of the words spoken by Jesus Christ. This beautifully crafted book brings together the teachings, parables, and divine wisdom of Jesus as found in the New Testament, offering readers a focused and inspiring journey through his transformative message. Receive your copy today by visiting Amazon. The link will be in the description.